What I'm going to be introducing you to today is MCAs and ACHs, Merchant Cash Advances and Automated Clearinghouse Advances. The purpose of this video is to educate you up here on a product called an MCA, or a Merchant Cash Advance. Alright, a lot of people don't know what a Merchant Cash Advance is right now, but in the next 2 to 3 years there's no doubt in my mind and in many people that are pouring into this industry's minds that this will be one of the hottest products on the market for businesses. This is a business loan, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you how that business loan works. So what I want to talk to you about is SIC codes that we are not interested in, and SIC code companies that we are interested in. Companies who are doing ongoing daily billing consistently, like your local neighborhood restaurant or a hotel, a motel, convenience stores, gas stations with a store attached, or C-stores, whatever you want to call them. But the advances cannot be done unless they have at least 10 days a month where they've received income into the company. A Merchant Cash Advance is a product that is attached to a credit card processing machine. Okay? And businesses that have a credit card processing machine can borrow 1 to 2 times the gross total of what the business processes in credit card receipts that month. So as an example, in the event that the company does $50,000 a month in gross receipts, it can borrow $50,000 to $100,000 via an MCA product or Merchant Cash Advance. As I mentioned earlier, this is not a traditional lending institution type loan. We don't need financials. We don't need tax returns from the business owner. These fundings typically take place in 10 days or less. We're not going to have these loans paid back over a 25-year period. What is needed is we need 3 months worth of bank statements from the consumer of this product or business owner. In addition, what we're going to need from them is 3 months worth of credit card statements. That's it. Maximum loan amount that we've got for this product is $4 million. Now, with a Merchant Cash Advance, credit does not come into play for the business owner other than for grading purposes, and that's it. And we're going to grade the file A through D, just like the mortgage industry. So A being conforming, D being non-conforming, and in between. In addition, not only will they get less money if they have poor credit, but what will also happen to them is they will get a higher rate. What we call in this industry a factoring rate, or an abbreviation of FR. Okay? So that said, again, a D-rated client on a scale of A through D would get just less money, and in addition would be in a situation where they would have a higher factoring rate. Now I want to talk about factoring rate for a moment. Factoring rate has to do with the cost of the money, not an interest rate. There is no interest rate here. Nothing accrues during this period that this loan is out there for the business. So in the event that somebody borrows, let's say, $50,000 from us and has a factoring rate of, let's say, 20%, okay, that would be 20% of 50 grand, which is $10,000. So what the consumer would be paying back on this product would be a gross total of $60,000. So factoring rate again is the cost of the money. All right? That's the factoring rate. In addition, we have, I guess my FR is not real good there. I'll put another FR in there. The factoring rate, cost of the money to the consumer of the product. In addition, what we have here is we have what we would consider the amount of money that we would take from the consumer of this product, or business owner for that matter, each day off of or out of their credit card processing machine. What we're going to do is we're going to attach a UCC filing to the credit card machine, and that's called a lien. And that lien can range anywhere from 10 to say 40% of their daily receipts. So again, the business is doing $30,000 monthly or $1,000 daily. What we're going to take out of there, since we're going to take 20%, is we're going to take $200 that day from the business owner. Now let's say the business owner has a tremendous day and does $4,000 that day. We're still going to take 20% of those daily receipts, so that would be $800 that business owner would pay back that day. Now I want to tell you the opposite of that could transpire also. Let's say that business doesn't do what it normally does, $1,000 daily average, as we're doing $30,000 a month, remember? And let's say that day it does a big robin's egg, 0. That particular day we're not going to take anything and place it towards the balance owing on this note. Remember I mentioned the factor rate in here? The factor rate being the cost of the money, and in this case they've borrowed $30,000 at 20%, which is $6,000. So they owe us $36,000. So nothing would be applied to that if they didn't have any daily sales. If they did have a $4,000 day, just for number's sakes, and we're taking 20%, $800 of that money would be taken of their $4,000 gross sales that day and applied towards the $36,000 owing to us, minus the $800, and we're going to have a total of $35,200 at the end of day one if they had a $4,000 day. So what I want to go over with you is how the actual submittal will come to you once you're approved on the loan. And these loans, or we call them advances in this industry because there is no interest on these loans. An approval would look like this. It would come in that you're approved for $30,000. It would also come in with a number that shows that we're going to, again, we'll use that number of 20% daily, that we're going to take 20% of your daily sales. And in addition, it would have a third number attached to it, which again, I mentioned earlier, is a factor rate. And in this case, they don't always match, but I am going to say it's 20%. So 20% again of 30,000 is 36,000 that they would owe back. Okay, so that's how the submittal to you as a consumer of this product will come out. So in closing, what I want to mention to you on a merchant cash advance is that if you've applied and deserved $30,000, being as though your company, as we mentioned earlier, was doing $30,000 a month, what we're going to do is we're going to put that amount of money into your bank account for your business. What we're going to require of you for that is we're going to require that you send us a copy of a voided check, and in addition, we're going to check, in the event you're leasing or renting, we're going to check with your landlord and make sure you're caught up on your rent or your lease. If you're not, that's okay. Don't get freaked out. What we'll do is, let's say you were behind 2 months on your rent, we just take that out of the money that we're providing to you. It doesn't negate you from the loan. So with that, as you can see, these merchant cash advances are really a cutting edge product.